And Arun, what's the mood like at the BJP office? Polls have closed. What really is the sense that you are getting from people there?
Well, see, Poonam, in last 2 hours, we had seen efforts being made by Bharatiya Janata Party to reach out to every booth. And in fact, we had also reported that how the booth level management committees were in touch with the Panna Pramukh and other committees which were there on the ground for BJP to coordinate with the voters, to go to their places, go to their residences, and tell them about the importance of the voting and how crucial it is for BJP to have a larger chunk of voters at the polling booth. And in fact, in that regard, more than 50,000 calls were also made. Now, as we speak, the voting is already closed, and we are expecting BJP's Gujarat State Chief C.R. Patil to address a press conference which is slotted for 5:30, and then onwards we'll see perhaps other spokespersons of state BJP speaking on the exit polls. Remember that today, is a very important day because 93 seats of second phase had gone to polls, and importantly, central Gujarat and northern Gujarat. Northern Gujarat, why it is important? Because last time out of 32 seats, BJP could manage to win 11 seats, and this time around there is also a huge OBC factor. We are also, told that a strong OBC leader, cooperative leader, Vipul Chaudhary, was arrested in a case, in an alleged case, and therefore there is some upset amongst the voters there against the BJP. So we'll have to see as to how and in which way things transpire.
Absolutely. And Siddhant, this morning we saw Union Home Minister Amit Shah, the Prime Minister as well, while they were casting their vote. There were scores of people that were waiting to catch a glimpse of them, to speak to them. There were objections being raised over that as well. There were politics over that as well. The Congress, in fact, has gone to the Election Commission saying that the Prime Minister was not merely there to cast his vote, but it was a spectacle, it was a roadshow, and that has to be against the rules.
Well, yes. In fact, both Prime Minister and Amit Shah did appeal to people of Gujarat to come out in large number to vote. And in fact, Poonam, to be very honest, even during the run-up to the polls, the bigger challenge for BJP was to get their voters out of their homes. Because if you go and you will interact with BJP cadre, most of them have become complacent. Because this is a thought in their mind that any which ways BJP is going to come to power. So with this thought, they don't come out to vote. So I was interacting with some senior leaders also here at the Kamlam office, and what they have been telling me is that is the main target, to bring BJP voters to vote. And
sorry to interrupt you there, but we're just getting in some details of the voting percentage, the turnout really that has come out so far. We're given to understand that stands about 67% in phase 2, which is a much better scenario as far as elections go in Gujarat. In the first phase, we had seen it was only 63%. In the second phase, we're given to understand that it's at 67% now. We're still awaiting a final word from the Election Commission. But Sharon, this definitely would give hope to all stakeholders there in Gujarat.
Absolutely, and we have seen that the appeal not just from the Election Commission, but the Prime Minister has also made the appeal to the youngsters, to women voters as well, to come in large numbers, because of course in the first phase we have seen how it was just around 63%, and this time it has only increased. In the second phase it is coming around 67%. So of course that is in fact a positive sign, because Election Commission has been saying that how this is becoming an concern not just in Gujarat but also in Himachal Pradesh, also in Delhi MCD, also elections as well, how the urban areas have been in fact seeing a very low voter turnout, and that is of course a concern. But it seems that it is in fact picking up, and when we talk about semi-urban and rural areas, of course people in large numbers are going and voting there. The voting centers, polling centers have now been shut down. 5 p.m. was the last time when one could go and cast their vote, and now this particular crowd that you're seeing is right outside the polling booth. Now they are, after casting their vote, coming out and discussing with each other that how, what are the issues on which based on which they casted their vote. So of
Right.
course, this is something that we get to witness this every assembly elections and every Lok Sabha elections. This is the dance of democracy. This is the power of democracy.
Absolutely,
that
and
we
this
see now. Their
democracy
responsibility
needs
is
to be
over.
celebrated
Now they
is
are
also
coming out
what
and discussing.
all political parties, all politicians, including the Prime Minister this morning, have been speaking of. I thank all my colleagues for getting us the latest from on ground there. But who